Greetings and welcome to the Ones That Scale Man proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is. It is Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday night. So glad to have you guys here with us. While you're on your way in here, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe like this tells you to do if you haven't already. It's not one to do it. Come on, man. Give me that. Give me that like. Give me that like. Come on. This computer be acting stupid sometimes. It does it. It doesn't when it wants to do it. There you go. Hit that like button. There you go. I guess it must be I'm too close. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you support the channel and hit that bell notification anytime you want to be up to date with everything that's actually going on here on the channel. Thank you so much for being here. But before we jump into anything else, I got to say what's going on with my brethren. What's going on with y'all, man? How you doing?
Salutations. What's going on, fellas?
My man, my fellas, what's going on with y'all? Happy Monday.
Hell yeah. Hey, Roberta, because I had to change the intro a little bit.
Yeah. Little birdie tipped me off earlier today. I was excited.
Yeah. We had to kind of change it up. So we changed it up finally. Got your head on there, man. So appreciate that.
Yes,
definitely, man. So thank you for being here. Vinny, what's going on with you, bro? Got them stripes. What's going on with you, V?
Chilling, man. Had a fun weekend with the fam. I had family up from North Carolina that moved down there a few years ago, so it's always fun to see them when they're in town. So we did up like urban air over the weekend. It was a holiday weekend, so it was a madhouse there, but it was fun. And then had like a big family dinner, and then had kind of like a low key Easter, and just spent some family time and had some good food, good laughs. Great weekend for sure.
Definitely, man. So glad to have you here. And so glad to have all you guys out here as well. Everybody that's in here tuning in. So good to have y'all. Before we actually jump into everything else, and before I say what's up to the chat, you already know what time it is. I gotta always say pay homage to the places where we get these figures and collectibles and comics and stuff like that from. So I definitely want to give a super duper shout out to my man Ray. As soon as I find it, where you at? Hold on. Because my stuff has been mixed up and mixed around. Here we go. Got to give a shout out to my man Ray from Underground Figures. As always, Ray will always keep you up to par. If you're looking for it, no NRD, reasonably priced when it comes to shipping and handling. On top of that, full transparency. If you basically want a response, he'll get back to you in about probably an hour or so, probably 15 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows? But he is always there when you need him. If you ain't got that figure, he'll get it for you. And if he can't find it, if he can't find it, he'll definitely try to find it. So hit him up. Tell him L sent you, and he'll definitely take care of you. So shout out to him. Also want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. Definitely, if you're looking for them grails, you just hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you. Not only that, he'll get you a sticker, comic book to boot, always keeping you with source material. Great guy. That's my dude all day, every day. Also, shout out to my man, Watch Your Sixth, with Comic Relief and Comic Collectibles. Shout out to him if you're looking for comics, 1/10, 1/6, statues, quarter scale, anything you're looking for, he'll find it for you. And that's what it's about, man. So shout out to him as always. And last but not least, I want to give a special shout out to my man, Brian Wong over there at Modu Space, Modu Case. If you're looking for a dope display, he'll hit you up with no delay. That's my man. He was always taking care of you. Brian Wong, all day. Hit him up. Modu Space. There you go. I had to get a little jingle, bro. It's a little on the fly, little jingle. You know what it is, man. So definitely. But hey, shout out to everybody out there. I guess we got another dude coming in. Now, he said he's gonna be late because he something about some cheeks he had to smack. But anyway, let me just bring him on here real quick. You take care of them cheeks, bro? You muted.
Yeah, you know I took care of them cheeks.
Yeah, I got the cheeks taken care of, brother.
Every day's cheekmas.
Every day's cheekmas. You muted, man. I can't hear you. Your mic's not on.
Cheeks got his tongue.
Yeah, Cheeks got his tongue.
No diddy.
All day, no diddy.
All day, no diddy. While you working on that, man, let me say what up to the chat, man. Everybody we got out here.
No, it's not on my side.
I hear you now.
Oh, you was muted.
You was muted a little bit. We hear you now, though.
All right.
You good? You went out again.
How you go out again?
You came in for a second and then right back out.
I don't know. I think it's my headphones.
I hear you now.
Yeah, it's my headphones. I got the wrong ones. That's what it is.
Yeah, we hear you now. But yeah, we hear you now.
I almost had you sounding like you was in a helicopter.
Yeah,
Black Hawk Down or some shit.
Cheeks business. Cheeks business.
Cheeks business.
Thank you for being here, bro.
No doubt.
What's going on with you? You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Just taking care of what I gotta take care of. I'm still working on something. A little sorry, probably with these cheeks.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. We got we got Amber in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got? Malika Mabane is in the building. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here, brother. It's all day. Who else we got? Ren's Talent. Tino is in the building. Thank you for being here, my brother.
My man,
as always. My man, Renz. Who else we got? We got Doc and 8 in the building. He said, what it do, crew? What's going on with your booty king?
Good,
Thank you for being here. We got Aaron in the building. What's going on with you, brother? As always, appreciate that. Love that emoji, too. Who else we got in here? We got Two Ferns. Chuck G is in the building. Thank you for being here, as always.
No, you got to say it like 2 Chainz. Two Ferns.
Two Ferns. Thank you for being here, bro. Who else we got? Blazing Asian is in the building. Thank you for being here. As always, Mark P is in the building. What's going on, man? Blazing Asian, he said, R.I.P. Ed Piscor. He was a Pittsburgh comic artist that took his own life today. Damn. And posted a suicide letter earlier this morning. He did Hip Hop Family Tree and X-Men Grand Design. Mental health. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Check on your people, man.
Rest in peace, man. Definitely check on your people. Always make sure they up to par, man. You never know when, again, stuff like that can happen. Mm-hmm. Who else we got in the building? We got what was that? Sir Frank what that?
SVR fan.
SVR fan, bro. I saw Anissa with Anissa on that thumbnail and I had to click. Bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. It's beast. It is, I'm telling you, she is Beast Kingdom right now, for real. Because now that she's in there, bro, I'll put this up. So I'm gonna, before we go in, I gotta ask y'all a question real quick. Mm-hmm. Who y'all got? Anissa, Wonder Woman.
Oof. Wonder Woman. Wonder
I don't know.
Savage.
I don't know.
Wonder Woman's a savage, bro. Like,
I don't know, bro. And this is
it just depends on what iteration of Wonder Woman we talking about.
Viltrumite, bro.
I don't care about Viltrumite. Viltrumite, there's bootleg, they're bootleg Kryptonian. So
yeah, but I don't think she could bang with a Kryptonian. So I think
who?
I don't think Amazons can really fuck with Kryptonians, and I don't think Viltrumites can fuck with Kryptonians.
Wonder Woman's not a regular Amazon. Daughter of her god, so she's a baby god. So she's.
I don't know. I think they do some creative writing when they have her, on Superman's level. There's a lot that she cannot do that they, take creative liberties to not show. I mean, what if Anissa takes that fight to space, bro? What is she doing?
She could breathe in space.
Here's the thing:
on that level.
if Wonder Woman could have,
never seen her out there, but I'm gonna take your word. Have you ever seen
Wonder Woman in space?
I got the books to back me up.
Can she fly in space?
Yeah, she can fly.
Sometimes. Here's the thing:
it depends on the writer.
She can fly. Depends on the writer.
It depends on the person writing the book. But here's the thing. Wonder
Woman got nerfed for these movies, though.
But check it out. Check it out.
For these movies.
Check it out.
I agree there.
I'm not talking about the movies.
Check it out. But listen. Check it out. If Wonder Woman can have a knockdown, drag out fight with Darkseid's daughter, and she's a beast.
And Darkseid's daughter is shitting on this.
She's a beast.
Let's not talk about that.
So I think there's leverage on land. I think that basically if she's on land and if it's just like a straight up knuckle brawl, Wonder Woman got something for. However, we are talking about a Viltrumite, bro, and it's kind of tough. It's tough.
If Wonder Woman got to worry about the world not being destroyed around the fight, and if she could just get down, I give her more of a chance. Right. You know what I mean? Like It
Wonder
just
Woman
depends because I've seen her in Injustice where she's got boons and blessings from gods, and I've seen her in other instances where she's
beating
regular
her father,
Amazonian.
bro. Her father is Zeus. Like she's beating her dad in the comics.
Yeah, so, I'm not saying it'd be easy. I'm just saying that I'm just saying I could see it be written. I'm just saying I could see it.
All right, let's switch it up.
I would give Nissa on is Wonder Woman is like Clark a little bit, where she worries about her surroundings.
Yeah,
if she's out in space,
and Nissa won't fight. And Nissa won't fight fair. That's the difference.
Right. That's all.
Yeah, it's all about the writer, but Anissa's a beast, bro. But she's written that way. She's a beast, and she's so. Because I had that conversation earlier between her, Wonder Woman, and also her and Carzel. So I was like,
Kara Zor-El, that's not even
Kara Zor-El, bro. Like,
that's not even an option, dog.
Yeah, I'm not putting Viltrumites against Kryptonians. I don't think that's fair when people do that. No. I don't like when people do that because it's like, all right, it's apples and oranges. You can't compare them.
Right, a bootleg version of the original. So how you gonna outdo the original? Like, get the hell out of here! There's no way, dog. Like, and we haven't seen.
I definitely had that argument earlier today, bro, because I was like, "There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
No way.
And there's no getting around it by writing or tweaking the story. There's no way.
And
but
you got other characters like you said earlier. Darkseid's daughter is like 3 Wonder Womans that don't give a damn about nothing. When it comes to whoever they're fighting, wherever they don't care.
But you know what? With that basically being said, bro. But this is she's no slouch. She's definitely no slouch. She's definitely no slouch. She's cracking heads, bro. Like straight up, and she fine. So,
they based her off like
step on me on she won't.
Like Power Girl, bro.
Off of Power Girl, and she looks a little bit like my girl that played Supergirl in the Flash movie to me, that haircut.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like,
if they do a live action, I want Sasha to do that. I want her to do that for sure.
Sasha switched to be a.
But
I don't know that.
Kryptonians and Viltrumites is just not on the same level, bro. They're not like.
Definitely, yeah, that's tough, man. That's definitely a tough draw right there, because beast right there though. But definitely thank y'all for being here. We got the hell of a show. We're gonna be talking about, again, bro. Like I was looking at this earlier. I was thinking about this, bro. We got X-Men 97. We got the Bad Batch, and we got Invincible, bro.
Invincible all at one time.
And none of it is DC animation, which for how many years was the only thing going that was decent.
Right.
There was no Marvel animation except for Ultimate Avengers for years, and maybe Avengers the Hero Show on Netflix that was hot for a minute. No, obviously, Star Wars animation was like back in the day. It wasn't there yet. So like now we have Star Wars animation, we have Marvel animation, we have Independence animation, because technically Invincible is an Image. So we eating right now. It's dope.
We are definitely eating. Last week's episode of the Bad Batch was fucking incredible.
Dude.
Love that. Come on,
I
man.
think she'll be back. I think she'll be back, to be honest.
Oh, they got plans for it. They definitely got plans for that. That's without saying. They got plans for that. But yeah, they're killing it with these episodes now, man. Everything has been simply incredible. And it's crazy how it takes an animated show to prove that you can, with good writing and good narration, like, I mean, it's it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
Can I say one thing about that?
Yeah.
So we know now Omega's metachlorian count must be off the chart. It must be like the clone of some of what Palpatine has going on. That's why he wants her so bad. So we know her metachlorian count has to be stupid, crazy, right? So are you expecting to see something manifest like Rey did? I mean, Rey had no training.
No
training.
No, I'm not, because they're already talking about that's not the route that they're taking. No, not at all. That's not. I'm not expecting to see that, because again, it was proven that she needed time. She didn't pass that test. She needed time. You know what I mean? And I think that she's going to take that time to develop, but it's going to take somebody to train her. So that's just the way it is. You know,
Because
no, I don't.
Omega's OP,
I
her
see her
metachlorine gotta
being
be OP. Gotta be OP. He gotta be OP.
I
I
don't
see
know
her
though.
being tucked
I
off
don't know.
for further stuff after we see what happens. What is the actual true fate of the Bad Batch?
Yeah.
You know, everybody's mostly. I think we all are in the same boat of, you know, most of these guys are gonna have to die or be dispatched in some heroic
Yeah.
way, or
Some way,
mysteriously disappear for it to
disappear.
really
Yeah.
make sense
Yeah.
for the whole
Yeah.
grander story here. But very, very interesting stuff that we got with
Yeah.
Asajj. The boys tried to take her on foolishly,
Man,
Yeah.
and
the dumbest move they ever made.
Asajj put them down like surgically.
Quick, strategically, bro. She was a tactician in that. So
Mhm.
definitely, again, great content. And before we jump into that though, you know, I asked to hit up Vinny. I was like, look, you know, who do we need to talk about this week, man? Like, you know, who do you think's worth talking about this week? I kind of leave that up to you, unless I got some ideas on, you know, who I want to pull up. And you pulled up somebody again. I was like, damn, how do we not talk about this motherfucker, bro?
Yeah,
Like, how do we skip over him?
Yep.
Like, what was it? You know, again, but there's so many that we haven't really touched upon.
Yeah.
You know, and I get that. I definitely get that. But again, yeah. So we got this week's artist of the week. You know,
Mr.
Jim
Pimpin.
Steranko. Yeah, exactly, bro. Mr. Pimpin. He looks like Ricardo Montalban, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So definitely, again, if you know, you know. And everybody on the panel, everybody out there in the chat, y'all have his books. If you don't, you're lying. But you have his books. You definitely have his books. Vinny, I'll let you take this one, bro.
Yeah, Jim Steranko is like he's one of the OGs. Man, he's been around since the '60s, back with all the other legends. He co-created. He created Nick Fury. That was his baby Shield, and I've always loved his work because he is one of the he's one of the era of the kind of the psychotropic artists. Kind of in the vein of Bill Sienkiewicz, and to a degree Ditko a little bit, but his work is always super trippy, super abstract. And but the way that he approaches it, where say a Sienkiewicz will make the entire piece abstract, Steranko will have very clean, traditional characters with backgrounds that are just, oh man, a LCD trip. Like he's just on some shit, and it creates this great contrast and juxtaposition. Like look at that. Like you have just a very, classical, run of the mill, great image of Nick, and then it's imposed on top of just this incredible, bizarre background, and then that's kind of his MO. Like he did this on a lot of the Shield books, and then to a more muted degree, Avengers and some other titles. But his art was always super distinctive in an era where like back in the day, like there wasn't much room to like be different. There was a formula, a lot of the Marvel books, did look pretty, similar, and there was only so many different artists who brought like a really, iconic or like distinctive stamp on their work, and like he definitely always did that. And Kirby was super you know inspirational with the way he tackled crazy colors and backgrounds, and Steranko somehow did it in a totally different way that was nothing like Kirby's. So both of them, with the Sinkoviches and Dickos, like brought these amazing compositions together. And I've always like loved what he brought to the early days of like, look at the, composition of some of these, covers and the interiors too. Like his interiors were phenomenal. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. Like somehow, you know, I don't know why, but some artists just like stay from that era, stay in people's, you know, lexicon for what they remember of iconic artists from this era. And I don't feel Steranko is mentioned enough with his peers. So I'm really glad we're getting a touch on his art today, because I've always thought like, and this dude his stuff is incredible, and it was so I don't know, it was just so inspirational and so unique in a time where there was a lot of art that was just back burner for the emphasis going to the story, especially X-Men books. I mean, there's a lot of years of X-Men where the point was the story, and everything else was, like, okay, cool, it was cool art too, but we want to get these stories across. His art really like took, charge. So I love this stuff, and he always seemed like such a cool dude. And you don't see too many comic book artists kind of like look like they're like actors or like they're in Hollywood. My man is always one of the sharpest comic book dressers. Like you've never seen, a comic book artist
larger than life.
Like he looked like he dressed like
he owned the company. That's how
bro. He dressed like he's Versace, with some Versace, and like he looks like he's a James Bond villain, bro. He's
girls.
That's
it's enough for me to go around.
Exactly, exactly, man. He always seemed like such a cool dude, man. I've never got a chance, I never got a chance to run into him, and, meet him or nothing. But that's a character, man. I've always loved his stuff, and I'm glad we got a chance to talk about him tonight, because this shit's fire.
It's like he bought espionage to Marvel, man.
Yes,
Shield, Nick Fury,
right.
If it
You can wear the shit out of a turtleneck too, bro.
What?
Shit.
This motherfucker make a turtleneck look smooth. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hell yeah, bro.
That look smooth, man. I'm trying to,
Yeah, bro. But I mean, definitely like,
beast,
and like he has this crazy background, like his real life. Like this dude was
a magician or something, right?
He was a magician and a skateboardist. He was like he was doing circus type shit. Like he had a very interesting life. So like he definitely brought
What the
his
fuck
life.
this man think he is?
I have that book.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Like
I think he MacGyver or something. I could do anything. I'd make anything.
Bro, he was a magician, dog. Like
he just be just doing shit. Like, all right, I'm gonna just, you know what? Today I'm gonna take over the comic industry. And next week I might, I don't know,
Paris Fashion Week or something.
Yeah, next week I might escape from the straight jacket, and the week after, I might take over Versace. I don't know. It's just crazy.
What to me it looks like is, they were definitely dropping some acid to create some of these things.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
The type of colors and composition that is being shown here, just in the stuff that we're showing you here on stream, not panel to panel stuff, but just these covers alone should give you a good indication of, where their minds were. And his mind was creating a lot of characters. You have to go into like a different type of like headspace to create characters and worlds like this. There's a lot of people don't understand that.
Anytime you can make Christmas look smooth, bro. Come on, man. Really? Yeah. Like bro, the thing is about his work is he's well connected to an era. This is basically around the time a lot of us, and even before like a lot of these well-known artists or these artists that we know now,
even born.
He comes, bro. This is around the time like where a lot of comics and illustrations from, just your Sunday, newspaper clips would make it into like, just the actual comic form, where you go to some of your news agents and you pick up those actual covers. I remember this. I can smell it. I can smell the environment. But it was just how he brings, like you said, Jay, a level of espionage, but also a level of elegance. Yeah, you know what I mean? it was like, yo, you can actually see these particular stories. And I know y'all have like seen it a few times where people, you know, AI is out there. So they've taken AI and taken like our well-known celebrities back in the day and made them superheroes. You see it all over Instagram or Facebook. But this is when you're looking at that, a lot of the inspiration comes from
him.
From Jim. You know what I mean? Because of what he was and how he basically has been able to capture. I mean, we know that, you know, Nick Fury was his guy, Cap was his guy. You know, his stint on the X-Men itself definitely was phenomenal. Even now, again, which a lot of people won't really talk about. Again, he was one of the first individuals to draw when he was introduced. One of the individuals that basically introduced Stephen Strange to Strange Tales.
Oh yeah,
it was Jim.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's what a lot of people don't realize from that. Like, and that here's the thing: Strange Tales was one of the first comic books I ever collected.
Yep, me too.
That first issue. That the
and
first
that was like
issue.
an offshoot.
Yeah, bro.
I have number 12. I have number 12 still. I have number 12.
There's a lot of characters kind of rose from there. Am I correct? From Strange Tales, like a lot. That was like a way for Marvel to kind of raise up a lot of ideas that they had. It was kind of like a think tank.
Yeah.
You gotta think of his era too. Like he just right after the Cold War, you got James Bond movies all over the place, Ian Fleming's all over the place. So it's like, yo, why not take that idea of espionage and create somebody like Nick Fury that has a main story but like mad subplots behind it? Like nobody was doing that.
He is subplot man. If that's his power, he is subplot
Nick
man.
Fury, that's a superpower, subplot man.
Yeah.
Dude, and
even me being a street level hero, right? Spider-Man, I know him. I know him. Like he knows me. Like that.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
And a lot of the stuff was right out of high school. Like he's only 85.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff he was doing as a kid, like this is somebody who just did stuff like, all right, I want to do this, and he just put his mind to shit and just happened. He also did like conceptual art for Indiana Jones and Lost Ark. He did posters he did Hollywood stuff. He's written some of the Justice League Unlimited episodes. He's done work on Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like, man,
I didn't know he did that art.
Yeah, bro.
He does so much stuff, man. He's
bro.
That dude.
He did here. Okay, so it's not, bro. He did a lot of work for this. Remember, like the TV edited or the TV live action version of Doc Samson? He did that.
Yeah. Damn,
that was spearheaded by him. You know what I mean? So like that's what I'm saying. Like Steranko's been out. He's out there. He said, "I'm really out there, bro."
He's outside.
Yeah,
he's outside.
He's like, "I'm really out there, bro."
Didn't he do that Unlimited one? Y'all might not remember when he had the Justice League met like a version of Justice Society. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure which episode he wrote. I knew he wrote something. He might have wrote that one.
I think he did that one. If I can remember right, I might be off. It might be right, but dude, like, if it wasn't for him, man, we wouldn't have Nick. Nick has been the membrane of the Marvel universe for people that don't read the comics and just watching movies for years.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like his work is effortless and legendary, bro. Like that's
he also created Polaris, Magneto's daughter. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I thought Kirby did Polaris.
I didn't know that. Steranko, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
You would have think it was the godfather of the X-Men, Chris Claremont, that would have did that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Steranko, bro.
Girl too, boy. Beast.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Beast. You know what I mean. He's had his hands in so many different things.
Is him too.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
She's in the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, because it makes sense because Hydra. Okay.
Yeah, because of Hydra.
Yeah. And you know what? One of his most infamous characters is from, and we got it from live action as well.
No.
Who's that?
You know.
Oh yeah. Shadow.
The Shadow, bro.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is inspired, but that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of his work is extremely elegant. And it again, those adventures that we. But here's the thing, like Vinny, what I love about it is it's also just a level of realism to it, but classic realism. You know what I mean? Like,
am I too old to be like, yo? Like, I remember like my grandpa playing the cassette tapes of the shadow story, the shadow.
I believe it used to be a radio show.
Yeah,
bruh, it was a radio show then. Wow.
I think so.
Yeah, my grandpa had the tapes dog with the books.
Yeah, I think
and
let me
do something
like Abbott and Costello and stuff like that. You know,
this
Amos
one's
Dude.
this one's dedicated to my bro, Docinator, because I know he's gonna flip out over this one that he didn't know. There you go, Doc. That's another Steranko piece.
No.
Wow.
There you go, Doc. There you go,
Wow.
Doc. I did this for you.
This man,
yes, bro.
Oh.
Yes, bro. This is another Steranko piece.
Look at the background. Like, you could tell he done touched it with some LSD highlights.
Yep.
Yeah,
them lines. It's just like that's his calling card, bro. Them lines.
Yeah,
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. The lines.
I did not know he did karate, the writer, bro.
Yeah, bro. Man, definitely,
Man,
bro.
that's
So
crazy.
Y'all gonna get me to get that damn common writer. That shit look good,
man,
a little bite thing got shit up.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's had his hands on so many different things. And so many different iterations, interpretations of characters were spearheaded by him. You know what I mean? I even heard he did a commission. He just did, or actually he's finishing up on a commission piece of Vinny in his room. But that's like this more like an exclusive piece. We probably won't see that anytime soon. Yeah,
I hope not.
I had to borrow the pimp jacket.
With the turtleneck and the shades, dog.
We all got our idols.
Yeah, bro.
Gotta have the shades.
I can imagine when you do some shit. Bro, I would love to see some shit
black
like
on
that.
black, turtleneck.
Agents of the room.
Agents of the room, bro.
Turtleneck,
yeah,
blazer,
bro.
and the red shades popping with the gray beard. Boom.
Indeed.
Turtleneck, bro. see Vinny the turtleneck, bro. There you go, Bloomer. There you go, bro.
That is
I already see he was already doing everybody else. He did the adventures. I'm sure he did Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It doesn't take their spin on the most iconic character of all time, man. Why not?
Yeah, he definitely did, bro. But I mean, again, a lot of these pieces, a lot of his bro, he does some incredible work. Like literally does some phenomenal work.
A solid black outline, you know, is something you really don't see a whole lot anymore. People want to always try to go other ways. Yeah, but that's what it used to be like.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, bro, dope pick. I was like, yo, damn, we didn't talk about this motherfucker, bro.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because I didn't even explain it. I just said Jim Steranko. I didn't even say like blah blah. Yeah, he's the guy who did blah blah. I was just like Jim Steranko, and I knew that's all I had to say. I knew that's all I had to say.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, fuck, we didn't.
Yeah,
as definitely did not touch, his work.
We've been doing,
you know what I mean?
We've been doing the artist now for almost 2.5 years. I don't know how we missed him that long.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how much talent is out there.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
A lot.
2.5 years?
A
and
lot.
We haven't repeated. We have not repeated once. That's crazy.
Bro, I would actually love to have this print. This right here, I would love to have as a print.
It's dope.
It's phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Fontaine, you already know, bro.
Where's Black Widow at? Let me see. Is she on there?
Bro. Nah, she's not on this.
Oh, she's not. Oh, that's before
nah,
she got there, I guess.
That's Val.
Oh, that's Valentino?
Yeah. That's Val, bro.
Oh.
That's Val.
So she got the bluish hair in this one instead of the purple hair version. Okay.
Yeah. Well, she didn't make that transition to purple until she was an
80s,
undercover agent with the Serpent Society.
That was like what, like 89, early 80s, 90s comics when she changed.
Well, when she no. So basically, I think that was volume 27 in 88.
So yeah,
when
ended
she
the era. So
yeah,
88, she changed up Serpent Society.
that's when she had joined, because that was part of when she was like a triple agent at that point.
She
She's
split
working for
from Nick at
Shield.
that time,
She
though.
was with she was doing some. She
Yeah.
was put it this way: she was working for Shield, undercover with
Mhm.
the Serpent Society, and also Hydra.
Hydra, yeah.
So she
That's
was doing
crazy.
3 things at once.
Old
Triple
girl
agent,
was
bro. What the fuck is
Old girl
that?
she was a James Bond.
Yeah, bro.
007.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Now she's in Benny's room. But yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's
She being on my the Dreyfus version being on my nerves though. So those got ration them doings.
Wow, bro.
It's about that time, baby.
It is about that time.
You guys go.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Put them red shades on.
Bro, this is like literally, bro. I miss covers like this, bro. I really miss covers like this when that character was actually
bro.
Each issue, a character was actually showcased in the corner, bro. I miss issues
bro,
like this.
Seeing them on like the newspaper stands,
yeah, bro.
Stations,
yeah, bro. 7-Eleven.
I know there's a lot of them with Spider-Man just right there, got his head just like, yep. Right there in the corner.
See, like the newspaper stands always had a Spider-Man comic, bro. Spider-Man, Superman. They tried to with all the popular Marvel and DC characters, man. But like,
and they used to piss you off when they would start a story in newspaper ad, and then they wouldn't finish. You go next week and you would never see that shit, bro.
You'd be so mad, though.
You'd be so fucking mad. It'd be like months until they finish off. That's why I was like, yo, as soon as they made that transition, I was like, yo, damn, I'm aged. I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, me too. Bro. Me too.
We some old dudes talking about that, bro.
Cause bro,
anyway,
going to the newspaper stand and
bro.
Newspaper stand. That's already like for kids.
Uncle Keith.
They're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Newspaper stand.
Oh, I wish Uncle Keith was on here, bro. Uncle Keith, where you at, man? We need you on here, bro. I need you on here to have these conversations because I don't want to be alone talking about this. And I know you know about Jim Steranko, bro. I already know you do. Uncle Keith, where you at, bro? He said, young pups. Shout out to Unc. Shout out to Unc all day.
Uncle be like, "Oh, you mean Jimmy from down 46?"
Right.
Yeah. Little Jimmy,
little Jimmy with the sketchbook. Yeah.
You mean little Jimmy with the turtleneck? Oh man, I'm the one. He got that out my closet.
I ain't steal his lunch money.
Showed up to the pickup games with the turtleneck and the church
man, please. Young pups. Shout out to Uncle Keith, man. Thank you for coming through his own. He probably sitting up there dying. Look at me. He said, "That's right." Oh yeah, man. Thank you, Uncle Keith, for stopping in. Anyway, man. Shout out to the legend, the man, the myth. You already know what it is, man. Jim Steranko, bro. Like he should have been the most interesting man. You know what I mean on that commercial, bro. With the he should have been that dude, bro.
Yeah,
because he definitely is. They stole his swag.
Fighting the bear. Don't help him.
Yeah, bro.
They
definitely stole his swag. Yeah, they stole his swag. He's that dude, man. Shout out to him. All day, every day. I want to jump in really quick before we get into the thick of things, the meat of the conversation that we're going to have. We're going to actually talk about the comic.
No Diddy.
Yeah,
no
pause, bro. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Yeah, no.
Underground caverns. No Diddy.
No Diddy, bro.
Y'all seen that episode of Scared Straight that I sent you guys earlier in the chat?
I didn't see it.
Bro. It was a dude. They said this is how Diddy introduced Meek Mill to his friends. And it was a dude on Scared Straight, and he was like, "This is my wife right here." It's another dude with he had like he had shoelaces tied into his hair, bro, making a little bow tie. And it was like, man, most of them they come in hard like this young man here. No Diddy. And you know, and look at him now. And then everybody's sitting there. So yeah, they literally scaring them straight over there. So for sure.
Oh,
Man.
damn,
No,
bro.
mansion and mansion hallways, no Diddy.
No Diddy,
Mansion
bro.
and mansion hallway, no Diddy.
That's a damn shame.
Mhm.
That is a damn shame.
They got all the receipts, man. You
Them
seen him on that
blueprints.
podcast? He over here talking about, I love when you're scrambling around, daddy. I love seeing you desperate. I'm like,
Did y'all see
get
what
him,
Schultz said
get
about
him
him?
out.
The
You said
Did
what?
y'all
blueprints,
see?
no Diddy.
Did y'all see what Andrew Schultz said? He said they said at noon that Diddy was up to some shit because all the celebrities get their house robbed except for Diddy. Because imagine walking in and trying to steal something from Diddy and he's home, just sitting in his house butt naked with Meek Mill on his lap, petting him like a cat.
Dog.
You ain't going nowhere. The doors is locked behind you.
Bro, you see
We
that?
used to be, we
I need,
used to be like
yeah, I
brothers.
need therapy to get that out of my whole
We used
psyche.
to, we used
Bro.
to be like brothers. We used
Did
to
you
be
see?
like brothers.
Did you see the
Now we like lovers.
the
Like
conversation that
lovers.
50 Cent had? Talking
Stevie
about
J?
Diddy was like, "Yo, we need to
Taking
hang
him
out."
shopping.
Yeah,
No,
he was like,
yeah.
he's,
Yo,
I'm
did he
gonna
just,
let me take
Bro,
you shopping.
did he just say he gonna take me
Apparently
shopping?
that's something that he does with every. Yo, let another dude talk about. Yo, Van want to take you shopping. Yo, if you don't get the fuck,
Listen,
Bro. Like he
I
won't
have
take
to
you
go
on,
to jail,
like
dog.
he won't take you on Saks Fifth.
He's
Like,
like,
he
yo,
was-
yo,
Might be in
yeah,
jail,
take that,
my
take
boy.
that,
take that.
I want to take you
Take
shopping,
that,
bro.
take that.
he
Come
tried
on,
to take
man.
you
Let's
on
go hang out.
Sunset Boulevard.
Take you shopping, bro. Let's go
Go
take
try
you
that
shopping.
on.
Think about,
tried-
think about
He tried to take you to
all-
Rodeo.
But
Yo, you want some
if you
cheesecake?
look
Yeah.
back,
Let's go to
if you
Junior's.
look back,
Go try
look
on that
how-
shiny suit.
you look how we were younger, bro, and how crazy how the beats hit so much of the lyrics that were questioned.
Yeah.
The beats,
Yeah.
high lyrics, bro. You be like, wait a minute.
Did you see? Yo, did you see the Biggie meme when they said Biggie didn't have a lazy eye? He just always had to keep an eye on Puff.
Well, yeah, bro. Why he was in the studio? Why he was in the studio?
Okay, next topic.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No, bro,
It showed
no.
Biggie, bro. It showed Biggie in like a blue sweatshirt, bro. He at the machine, and he got one eye looking in the studio and one eye to the right, like looking at Diddy on his right.
Boy, they said Tupac up there in heaven cooking Biggie. Like, hey, I just saw your boy, the man you fuck with. He got hit up with sex assault charges. Yeah, your boy, your man.
Yo,
Right.
hell yeah, bro.
That nigga that killed both of us.
Next up,
That nigga that killed both of us. Now he
next up.
he get cooked. My
Let's
bad,
move
no
on, bro. This is the artist. This is the comic book pick of the week.
Speaking of Anissa, oh wait, never mind.
Diddy. My bad.
Yo.
Yeah,
This is the book of the week that I chose. Definitely Ultimate Spider-Man 3. This, if you haven't read it, if you haven't actually been following the Ultimate Spider-Man run, this thing is incredible. The book, just from the beginning, up in this, like I said, this is episode 3. You get a chance to see Harry Osborn, the Green Goblin, up against Bullseye. This interpretation of Bullseye, and this is a lethal version. We also get to see multiple
That
versions.
boy was fucking him up.
Yeah, he was, bro. He
Newsflash,
was.
y'all. Bullseye was fucking somebody up. Not gonna say
Yeah,
who.
he
was fucking him up.
But we get a chance to see, and I liked in this, basically, we get a chance to see, in which we haven't seen too much of, Pete with the assistant of his daughter going through the different iterations of suits that they actually finalize on which one. I love that.
I saw some people, there was a little uproar, if you will, about that because there was an inverse, I don't even know, or a different colorway of a lot of people's favorite suit and favorite iteration of Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was shown off. And the little girl that's not from that era said that looks stupid. And I saw some grown men get angry that a little girl in a comic said that suit looked stupid. So yeah.
We're
Other than that,
world.
Sensitive world like a motherfucker, bro.
Right.
But this, definitely is a dope run because like we talked about this, backstage, how in the Ultimate run they're taking these characters and just they're flip-flopping on their head, bro. Like they're switching them up. But I think it just makes, Vinny, we were talking about this before, like it makes for such an interesting story when they're kind of changing it up. I think this is what you were talking about, Bloom. Let me pull this up really quick. uh this
Yeah,
is what you
hey, bro. I'm saying because it was a funny panel. I enjoyed it. It was hilarious, and they finally got to what we know they were headed towards. But
Oh, they hit on the Ben Riley.
Yeah, so
it was like a Ben Riley sort of like iteration of the
iteration. It's not. It wasn't.
Come on,
Yeah.
dog. Are you
stuff,
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This suit looks people. Oh my god.
A non-issue. It's really a non-issue because what I do see a lot of when it comes to the discourse on Ultimate Spider-Man is this is bringing us back, baby. We are back. We are back like none before. I can honestly say, in full confidence, this is probably the best start of a comic of a Spider-Man line in decades.
Yeah, the Ultimate Spider-Man is fire. This new one,
yeah,
in at least a couple decades.
This
is the other Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah,
this is number 3. This is number 3.
Yeah, this is number 3.
This is number 3. This is number.
Yeah, this is number 3.
I got the first. What's frustrating is like we want that kind of fresh blood in the main runs.
And
it's just like it's the epitome of quantity over quality when it comes to those books. It's like we're not asking for much. We don't need 6 different Spider-Man titles. We need give us 2 good ones.
Yep,
bro. We got we got ASM. We got this. We got what's the other one that's going on right now? Obviously you got Spider-Punk that's going, but
they use an adjective generator. They use an adjective generator and start a new Spider-Man title every couple months.
Don't get me started on the 80 different Venoms we got. We got Kid Venom, we got Lady Venom, we got Black Widow as Venom. Bro.
Yeah.
Spider-Boy,
Venom.
Spider-Man.
Venom. But Ultimate Spider-Man, y'all.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
If you haven't gone to your local comic book shop,
pick it up.
Go pick that one.
Please go. Even if you wanted to wait till Wednesday, so this one can come out and or whatever Wednesday it does drop, you can do that. But go ahead and pick it. I say go and pick volume 1 up of this and go pick up Black Panther volume 1, Ultimate Black Panther. You will not be disappointed.
Hell no. Especially Ultimate Black Panther, bro. Oh my god.
The suit, there's a choice that they
I hated the suit design in the very beginning.
Okay.
But the story won me over.
Okay.
I hated it in the very beginning, but the story just took me over.
I think I was talking to Trimble Dust, and he was like, what did you like? I like the suit overall, but that one feature of his mouth being exposed is it throws you off a bit. But then when you've seen the MCU and you've seen that tribal mask, you're like, it can be done. Tribally, like aesthetic wise, it can be done. But we've already been introduced to that full on Black Panther, Black Void with white eyes look that will always be iconic.
It's like the thing about that to me, like when they did that open mouth thing. I mean, with they did the open mask thing around the mouth. How about that? It's too close to Batman to me, and I think that Black Panther's held his own without being compared for years. I don't know. I'm not really digging that open mask around the mouth.
Yeah. I think, but the artist did hint that before people get their panties in a bunch about the suit, he's going on a journey and it's going to change. It's going to be modified. So we're going to get a modified version. It's not, they're going to change that whole look and but we just got to wait and see because they said that there's a reason why they're taking this route with it.
I don't want to hear the gripes about it, bro. Like I love T'Challa's suit. I love, oh well, he's more like that. Come on, I've already had that argument last week about the suit and something with my cousin. That's a Batman fan. I am too, but I just didn't like where it was going. Like, bro, It's not gonna last. It's not gonna leave him like that. I already know they're not gonna leave him like that because the writers already know that they don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They don't want
I
to get
just
smoked. They don't want to get
right,
soaked in that, bro.
right,
Yeah,
right, right.
Yeah.
they'll find a way to make it feel satisfying as a reader, and also I'm sure the aesthetic will match, because the Ultimate line has not, I mean, as far as Spider-Man is concerned, all of it's been an homage to the character, to not only just the character of Spider-Man, but the character of Peter Parker. Like, he's
Peter
finally getting his
Parker,
due.
right?
You
Peter
Yeah.
know,
Parker,
people
Uncle
wanted to see
Ben,
him get the girl,
right,
have a
right,
family,
right,
Yeah.
and he has the
right,
girl and he has the family. Like,
right,
we are
right,
finally seeing this character get his just due. When the
right.
character's been kind of spinning in a cycle of perpetuity for decades plus. So I'm glad to see the new fresh takes on not only Peter but Spider-Man, and of course Black Panther. We
Yeah,
see a
yeah.
lot of tones that were hit in the MCU version of Black Panther. The the boy being thrust into power, right? Almost
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
reminiscent
yeah,
of King Tut or pharaohs back in the day, where they
Mhm.
yeah.
became
Mhm.
kings at very young ages,
Young ages,
being
right?
thrust into power at a very young age and having to kind of balance his countrymen, all of these problems of his countrymen. And what's interesting in the second volume is, like I said last week, there was an assassination attempt on T'Challa's father,
Mhm.
and in the next issue, it's prompted him to go full out, like, I'm talking almost, it's almost like France out there, like the French Revolution. It is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bad of what he's rounding people up.
Mhm.
He is not giving a damn about,
Mm-hmm.
if they're innocent, he's rounding them up. If there's his own countrymen, he's doing this too because
Yeah.
of the threat and that assassination attempt.
Mhm.
There's so many layers that goes into the story. Of course, we know, we've already been exposed to Shuri and her level and how she thinks. Her philosophy has always been different than T'Challa. I think maybe the MCU is the only time we've seen them somewhat
Mhm.
congruent in terms of
Yeah.
that, on when they're in the same
The
screen.
thing that
Bro.
I've hated, that I've really, really hated, and I can, my biggest gripe is them actually dumbing down T'Challa's capability and who he really, really is, and how intelligent he is. We saw hints of it, but they modified the story, and even Shuri's story in the books was completely different. It's always
Yeah,
been different.
man.
So,
Yeah, bro.
but I mean, again, you take risks and you want to change the story, just to kind of, and I get that, but it does leave in a space where, we get a chance to kind of see in the books at least the dichotomy between both characters. You know what I mean? Like, just,
Right.
And it's always been, and this, like I said, with the importance of this is, like you said, tribal discomfort, and at the same time the differences between it, and then you actually have fascists. You have like these
Right.
individuals in here that are doing this for a cause by any
Right.
means necessary, in the name of an individual that we all know that's familiar, and it's like,
Mhm.
wow, this is really fucked up, but it's
Really fucked
such good
up.
story, bro. It's
So
such a good story.
do you think we'll ever get that marriage of the books and the MCU, Shuri? Because it's like, I think that her intellect and everything is there, MCU side, but they're missing, like, from the books, like, she could
The
be queen right
vindictiveness,
now.
the
Right, right,
the destructive
right,
mindset,
right,
the
right, right,
megalomaniac, if you will,
right,
part of her.
right, right. And
Well, we
she kind of
saw a hint
like
of
her
it.
hopeless
We
kind
We
of
saw
saw
it
a
a
hint of it
bit.
in Wakanda
but she pulled
Forever,
back. But she pulled
but
back. You feel me?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you bringing her forth now. Her mom is gone. She has to be the queen for right
Mhm.
now. So give us some of it. You gave us a little bit and made her pull back. I'm like, dude, come on,
Yeah.
I
dog.
think
Like,
they're gonna, like, that third film, they're probably just gonna, like, go all out with her character and
mm-hmm,
find a solution, because
mm-hmm,
she's gonna have to find some way to be an elder to to our new T'Challa, or T'Challa the
Yeah.
second, right?
Right,
T'Challa
right.
Jr., if you will.
Right,
Like, she's
right.
got to be some sort of elderly advice or some sort of adversarial, advisory role to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that would be the most natural of the most natural way for her role to progress.
Mhm.
But yeah,
that or Okoye, and taking
Yeah.
them both under her wing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And see, I also like, I just think too, like, when we get this T'Challa, please let him have. We only got a taste of his intellect from the movies. We know him from the
That's what I'm
comics.
saying. Like
From the
Yeah.
comics, bro, he's smarter than Tony Stark. He's on the level
they
with
have
Mr.
to dive
Fantastic.
into that. They really
Right.
do.
I think
Gotta
that
show
with the
that.
new kid, I think they will dive into him. He will take portions of the Chadwick's performance, and he will
Mhm.
take portions of Letitia's performance, and
Yeah.
Right.
he will have a wealth of
Right.
whatever that actor is. That person, that individual, will have a wealth of knowledge to be able to pick from, so that when we eventually get this new live action depiction of T'Challa, it will encompass the best parts of what we know from the comic and the story.
Right. Right.
But again, that's a line they have to toe, because we're assuming that Letitia will be there, right? And then Okoye will be around. And so a lot of, there's different portions to them that were leased from T'Challa. You know what I mean? That T'Challa had, and personality aspects and maybe storylines that leaked onto them, especially from the MCU aspect of things. So it's going to be interesting to see how they centralize their characters, and especially Shuri's character going forward. But I think if they do it well in this comic, that person that writes that movie will have a wealth of information to work from when it comes to that specific
As
part of the character.
long as they take notes, because again,
They got
and
to.
hopefully hopefully again, where it's a dry spell right now, we just got to wait and see. Because like I said, I'm just not in this space where I can give the MCU credit for anything right now.
No, not right now.
No.
You know what I mean? Not right now. I can't give them credit for anything. So
The
it's just
only
like a
thing
wait and see.
that's been done right is, like, our next topic to me is X-Men 97, because
Yes.
these writers
Speaking of which,
are actually doing the research. They're
yeah.
not telling them, don't read the books.
Well,
Bruh,
I mean,
these motherfuckers read the book and they said this is
it's the showrunner, bro.
Right,
It's the showrunner
right,
who's killing it right
chapter,
now. The
chapter,
show
chapter.
is killing
Bro.
it. And that's the
Bro.
thing. It's like with this particular story, and they took Inferno, a book that we all know,
Yeah,
and they shrunk it down and took the actual pieces that made sense for live or an animated live animation
series
type of situation. Vinny, because here's my thing. Episode 1, dope. Episode 2, you're like, oh fuck. But then it's just like you get scared. You get scared because you're like,
gonna be trash.
Every one of us was like, all right, when's this you gonna drop?
Yeah. Like, when is it gonna drop? And they took this next episode, bro, this episode 3, and they just said, yo, please don't be afraid. We got you. Like, we literally got you. And they took this story, which we knew they were going to go, but I didn't know they were going to go down the Inferno run. I didn't. I had no idea they were going to take it there.
Yeah.
Bro, one of my favorite What If comics is What If Inferno 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
snap.
And I always got kind of upset at like the What If animated show episodes, because it wasn't fun ideas like that where they took things that, you know what I mean? And I think what I loved the most about episode 3 is here they have them going all in on a character I'd say only a percentage of readers know. I feel like you could, ask 100 people on the street, 100 people who know what X-Men is, but how many would know the Goblin Queen version of Jean Grey?
Yeah.
I guarantee you the answer is not a high percentage.
Nope.
Now, Mr. Sinister, maybe. But
Yeah.
but who's Inferno? Who's Goblin? You know, what's the Goblin
Right.
Queen version? And what was up with her?
Right.
Who's Madeline Pryor? No,
Right.
this is intricate X-Men comic book head shit. And it's really dope that they're like, it's really a labor of love. Like, yo, this is for us. This is what we want to do. Take it or leave it. And I think a lot of shows, a lot of movies, a lot of medium are so scared to just tell source material stories and not have faith in readers to trust the process.
Yep.
Like they put a lot of emphasis on, well, we have to make this accessible. Like people want to see superheroes do cool shit, and if you go out there, it's kind of like I use this example as like with wrestling. Sometimes it's like a lot of times if you want, if they want to make a star, they don't always go with who the crowd is cheering. Sometimes if they want to go out with a star, they'll just put someone out there and kind of like shove them down their throat and just like, Diddy, and just tell them like that's what is going to be the next guy. Trust us. And then at first they might be pushed back, but then eventually they come around. It's like, look, sometimes we know best, and they know best right now. So, so they gave us a great source material story that fans aren't intimate with and know right like the back of their hand, and it worked because the story was scary. It was conceptually brilliant. It gave a lot of different X-Men a chance to have something to do, and it got to remind people, because a lot of what the show is also doing is reminding people how dangerous and how powerful a lot of these X-Men are. Jean woke up and was just like, yeah, don't worry about getting up. I'll handle this from right here. I don't gotta get up.
Yeah.
I don't gotta get up.
When she hit the ponytail,
she said, I'm gonna do this right here. She was like,
listen,
I don't gotta walk. I
I
got
don't
it
have
right
to go
here.
anywhere, bro.
I got that astro plane power. I
Yeah.
got it. Don't worry about it.
I can do that.
I'm gonna handle this bitch Wi-Fi.
Dude,
yeah.
When she hit the ponytail, I'm like, oh, she's about to get the Vaseline too. About to have a real fight,
bro.
She took out the earrings. She's like, yeah.
Hit the ponytail. I got it. Don't worry.
The only sad part about the episode was like Wolverine, man. He should have been like, yo, where you going?
Hold up, man.
Where you going?
Hold up.
I see this as an absolute win. Like, chill. You got one for me, one for you. Like, what we doing?
Listen,
what we doing?
Watch him go check on her. I bet you before the season is out.
Come on, man.
Scott,
Scott, yeah, Scott. Like you got that, Scott. I'm gonna take. That's how it gives sloppy seconds a whole nother meaning.
That's it,
bruh.
That's it. Logan's gonna do it. No, did he? Logan's gonna do it.
Stop it, bro.
Logan's gonna do it.
The show. Listen.
I'm sorry, y'all.
What I like about it, you good. But what I really like about this though is, which is a smart idea, is for them to take a character like, for instance, you take a character like Morph, right?
Yeah.
And you're able to really use him in a way that serves the story. Like you're using him in a way that really serves how the story can be played out, especially if you want to use him in a way where it introduces characters that we know we wouldn't normally see, or we might see down the road, like Magic. We got a chance to see, and they utilize it in such a way like it makes sense to have Morph be that character to introduce us to, or at least tease characters that we know that are either coming, that are out there, and it gives the viewer a chance to say, okay, well, who's that? Ask those particular questions, go back and go through source material to kind of dig in and really understand what the character is all about.
I hope they keep her as Colossus's sister, bro. Like, because they never really did that in the original show, right? They never. I don't remember seeing her on the original show. What, 4 seasons, right?
No, I don't think so, because I think there's people complaining because Morph is doing some characters that weren't around the first one, but I didn't rewatch it all, so my memory is a little foggy on it. But it makes perfect sense for
Yeah.
you know to do characters that they don't necessarily plan on
The
using
center of
instead of
If
having
you
some
don't know
kind
what's
of
going on, get your young ass on a
Get your
fucking
read.
book.
shit,
Exactly.
man.
Or read
It's
a
real
book.
simple. They don't
Exactly,
like
bro.
if you just want to have a quick, you know, you don't have a story for Magic, but you want to do a quick cameo for her, just to be like, yeah, we know, we'll get to her when
Right.
we get to her. That's
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember. The baby getting the green stuff on him. That's
Yeah.
Cable, you idiot.
Yeah, bro.
You literally said technovirus, and your dumb ass was like,
You said technovirus like 4 times, bro.
Techno organic virus. He said it several times. And again, that's why it pays to do what your mama used to tell you back in the day. Read a
REA.
damn book, bro.
Right.
Oh, I
Right.
thought you was gonna say wrap it up.
no, yeah.
Ah.
And Leo, you know this.
No, did he?
Not a sports page, not a magazine, a fucking book.
A
Read
book.
A book.
A book. A book.
book.
Pick
Take
it
a
up.
look. Send a book. Read some
Mhm.
comics.
But you know, though, I like how they did the whole transition from Clone Jean right into Goblin Queen. Like she didn't take no
Yeah.
time, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
Once they was like, oh, y'all gonna deny me? I got
Yeah.
something for y'all. I asked them, y'all gonna tonight.
But
I
it
got
serves
something
the
for
story the way they did it.
Yeah,
And
I like it
bringing
wasn't a
in-
drug out 6-story
No.
arc.
right.
No,
The transition
no.
was nice. It was smooth.
The
and it had
transition.
same
But
story
this is how you tell a story in in 30 minutes.
in 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
This is how you tell a story in 30 minutes. You add you can tell from just this, the editing on the cutting, the editing is what's most
Mhm.
important.
And
Yep.
Leo, you remember, you guys know this better than I do. It was back in the day, it really wasn't 30 minutes.
Nah.
It's like 22 minutes.
It was like 20,
Yep.
22 minutes.
22
like
minutes,
22
and then
minutes,
about like
bro.
8 minutes for ads and breaks. They even put little breaks in the show. Like stuff used to go fade to black,
Yep.
just so
Right.
it could work well with going straight to a commercial.
Exactly.
Yep.
No
Yep.
doubt.
So now it's straight up 30 minutes of action. Like they get those actual like 8 or 9 minutes just to get busy.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I'm not really
But,
shocked
bruh,
that they're going crazy.
Do you
on it.
remember when they introduced Yolandra? That was like a 3-episode arc, bro.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Bro, that was a 3-episode arc, and a 7-episode.
That's what they was doing though, right? Back then, it was
Right.
like, okay, arc.
Right.
Like now, it seems like they're like, okay,
Give us
let's
30
do.
minutes. Give us 30 minutes.
Let's go through a whole arc,
Bang.
but do it smoother. Like
Yeah.
each episode is an issue rather than okay, issue 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Okay, now new
Right.
arc issue 1, 2, 3. It's
Yeah.
like it seems like it's gonna be issue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up until they're done.
Bro, so far I love this writing, dog. This whole all these
Bro, the whole
so
arc,
smooth, bro.
it just it's exciting times because it took bro. There's no secret that I did not like any of the X-Men films aside from Logan, and
Oh yeah, no
aside
doubt.
from maybe Days of Future Past a little bit.
Wolverine
but-
too, bro.
and
Days of Future
yeah.
Past.
I hated
Mhm.
what they did, the interpretation, and on top of that, you completely dwarfed Rogue's character. How important that character is.
Well, Rogue and Storm.
And
They
Storm,
was
like,
under you.
Right,
Y'all
she was in the Singer movie. She was like, I can't kiss my boyfriend.
Oh,
That was her
my
whole problem. It was like, I
And I
can't
God.
get rid of my
kiss my
power.
man.
Like
Dude.
that was even the actress. She talked about how she was just underused, and everything that she read about the
And
character.
she's a comic book head. She
Yeah.
read about the book.
She was like
read about
everything that she
Rogue.
read about the character
Right.
was a totally different interpretation on
Mainline
screen.
used at
Right.
as the team's fucking tank. That's the
Right.
one thing people don't understand is like Rogue is their tank. It's like, oh
Right.
yeah, we need to break through that wall, Rogue.
She's their
You know,
Wonder Woman.
it wasn't Colossus. Even back in the day when you would think, oh, it's all manly. Like, no, Rogue was like,
Yeah, like the first movie for Anna Paquin's Rogue to be like, okay, go through what she's going through with dealing with the downside of having mutant power that was powerful, fine.
Mhm.
But to have had 47 and change movies and never get to the Rogue version that we all know is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, when she first came on the scene, she was dismantling everybody. Nobody had really They really had to jerry rig. What was that? What that was not in like a mainline. It was like in a comic that is. Oh my gosh, it's gonna is gonna kill me. I forget her actual first appearance was in an X-Men comic. It was in a like an umbrella title, like kind of like Strange Tales. It's kind of like something like that.
I thought it was Uncanny.
Avengers Annual.
Yeah.
Avengers Annual or Marvel some annual. That's where I think she showed up in.
I thought it was Uncanny. It wasn't Uncanny X-Men?
No, I don't think it was a straight up. It wasn't an X-Men line that Rogue showed up in. Rogue's first appearance.
It was her first appearance when she showed up. She was with the Brotherhood at that point, or adopted in the Brotherhood. Even before she got to the Brotherhood at that point, you know, she was definitely adopted into that, you know, of course, by, you know, both Mystique and Emma. So they had a major role to play in that character's development. You know what I mean? Before, you know, she, you know, wised up in the end. But yeah. So again, there was a lot with that character, but it was a lot of there was so much texture to the character that they should have dove into, and they didn't. They didn't take advantage of it, and I'm like, "Fuck! What are y'all doing? Like, what was the point introducing this character?"
I think after that second X-Men movie, the whole mystery was about Wolverine. I love Wolverine, dog. One of my favorite X-Men, but bro, like, it's other characters on the team that have diverse stories as well. So it's like, I think once they did that, they cut out Aurora, they cut out Rogue, they cut out Scott.
You know that Nightcrawler sequence was fire though. Y'all, I can't say shit about that Nightcrawler sequence now.
That's why I can't ever hate on the first. I like the first two X-Men joints, and I can't hate on the second one because we got that.
X2 was amazing to me. I'm sorry, Leo.
We got that sequence.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those movies, bro. Especially when it comes to X-Men. Like, I don't think I'd be here.
That night,
bro, one or two scenes in a film doesn't make up for the rest of the fucking film.
No.
It just doesn't. I'm a hater, bro.
I'm not saying that at all. But that particular scenario, bro, with Nightcrawler, bro, that was fire, bro.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you introduce something like that, bro. You do that. You do that. So you give us something like that.
Right.
But then it's a wasted fact because then you get to X-Men United. He's not even there.
Not even there.
He's nowhere to be found. So where the fuck did he go? Magically disappear. And what did he went back to his? What did he became a priest? You didn't explain nothing. You just dropped it off, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they were used to doing. Like,
it was just eye candy,
Stinger, bro. Was terrible at that, bro. Him and Ratner. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing with these characters, bro?
Bryan Singer is the worst, dog.
The worst. That's what I'm saying, bro. You gave him motorcycle suits in the first film. I hated that, bro.
Oh god, yeah, they all.
Mark 7 saying he can't hear you, but I can hear you just fine. You might need to turn up your Jedi pen.
Turn my mic up.
Yeah, maybe turn up your gain just a little tad bit.
Yeah.
Is that whose booty is this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's Mark 7.
He's been in for a minute.
Oh,
he said get closer to the mic. No diddy.
Whose booty is this, Mark? Whose booty is this? 7 in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh shit, and live and in color.
Oh shit, live and in color. My man. Oh shit.
Oh,
Remember that?
Thank you, Mr. Yankee. Avengers Annual number 10. It was the first appearance of Rogue. Funny. So if you ever want to check out our girl Rogue, first time she got on the scene, she was dismantling motherfuckers left and right.
A short haircut, a skunk short haircut.
Yeah, she was kind of like a.
And there's a handful of X-Men who started off as, you know, villains or at least anti-heroes that.
Oh, Remy was a beast. He was a freaking crook, thief.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of them.
But my girl was a god, especially in giant size X-Men. She was, we need rain. She's like, all right, I'm butt ass naked too. Boom, here goes some rain. Like, that's my girl right there. She is a god.
Now,
that's how she showed up.
Let me ask real quick, right? So now, you know, we got this version of Storm with this outfit on, right? When she meeting Forge. So you already know what outfit that is that Storm got on. That's the one where her and Wolverine was banging.
Yeah, well, they're gonna get to her and Forge banging first.
Yeah, they
You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a famous moment. That's a famous moment in the comics, so they're gonna get that out the way.
I'm about to say, you know, Wolverine might be up in there too a little bit, because that's when he was going with her looking like that.
Yeah.
You know,
So definitely, bro. I'm anticipating. Episode 4. Show has been amazing. It's been incredible. As I'm saying, like we getting some really, really, really good animated
really good
properties
stuff.
on TV
Really
right
good stuff.
now. Speaking of which, we
Oh,
we
and you know what? They gave Jubilee somebody. Now she's got somebody to kind of like play off of, and
Yeah.
they have a little building, relationship. I like that right now
Yeah.
too.
But
And
even
I
but
think
they
they cover
even
most of the
gave,
bases.
but even with Jubilee, they made her character even better than what it was
Yeah.
in the OG. I know people might get mad about that, but it's like, bro, like she's got more character. You see her more independent. She's more
Yeah, she
confident
can
in
actually
herself.
use her fucking powers
Right,
reliably.
right. Bro, her in the club doing the dances that I did when I was
Yeah.
back in my heyday. I was like, bruh, like this is classic 80s shit. Like this is
Yeah.
this is what it is, man. This is what we've wanted in live action for years.
Yeah.
So I just hope
Definitely.
I hope somebody, Kevin, need to
Okay.
wake somebody up and say, can you watch these cartoons and see if we can do this live action?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, bro. Like I
Magneto,
said,
bro.
they've
Magneto.
already teased that at the end of Marvels, so we know it's going somewhere. And I think that was a litmus test for them to see how well it was going to be received right before the animated show dropped.
That's weird.
Now that people love the animated show, they can dive right into it now. You know what I mean? And I think that's where we're gonna. I'm just saying. I think I'm not saying for sure, but it is a way for them to kind of like bring them in, and I think it would be dope. Moving on here, and like I said, I want to go to this real quick before we move on to the next, because what you're getting right here is like a whole bunch of comic book covers, and I love that they paid homage to these covers.
Right.
Like phenomenally, they've done such a great job with that, and that just the credit to like just
if
having
you know,
eye.
you know.
I have to say that one to the right with Scott and Phoenix. That is a little
it was an
DC,
homage.
Yeah.
It's a little DC steal from Superman, Supergirl.
Yes.
From Multiverse. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
That is.
Just saying. A little steal.
I'll give you that.
Oh no, you gotta give me that because DC came first with that.
I ain't taking nothing away from you on that one, brother.
I'm just saying.
You got that, brother.
You gotta say no Diddy after saying something like that. You gotta give me that. No, he ain't gotta give you nothing, brother.
No Diddy.
Moving on, man. We also got some other incredible content on television. If you're not watching, like literally, you have your PG, rated, but then you got your straight up NC-17 or whatever you want to call it.
Late night.
This is late night.
Yeah.
This is late night. It's definitely late night, and they are doing such a great job, a phenomenal job. If you're not watching season 2, if you didn't watch the second half, if you're not watching the second half of season 2, they are going
gotta watch it.
ham. Like they are literally going ham with this, and I like the simple fact that there's no man. Listen, they're diving into a storyline because the thing is this story spans, and if they continue on, and I'm hoping, didn't he say he wanted to do what 3 or 4 more seasons?
3 or 4 more.
No, 7 to 8 seasons total.
7 to 8 seasons total. So they're getting a lot of information in the 7 to 8. Yeah.
You think we'll see him get married to
well, yeah, well, don't split, but yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's all good. It's all good. But
well, if people saw last week's episode, you kind of know where, especially in that part of that person's life, you kind of can see where it's headed.
Yeah.
Especially the mission that those people went on and how they interacted on that mission. Right. Like, yeah, come on now.
Because Invincible becomes OP.
Yes, it's something that I argue with people a lot. It's like it's right now. It's like a tongue-in-cheek thing. Eventually, it'll be a literal thing.
Yeah.
So he's gonna shoot an anime, power-wise at some point. So I just want to see that. Blossom.
Just about anybody watching it has to really to understand there has to be a level of like an upward ramp for Mark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
It has
mm-hmm.
to be, because you
They
see you're getting
explained.
teased by all of this power. Even Alan, if you saw the last episode, what Alan is able to do now.
Oh, Alan, yeah, bro.
He's built up.
Listen,
You know, he's been conditioned to it. You know what I mean?
I forgot about him in the comics, bro. That he could even come back.
He got his ass rocked. He was like, I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
no,
the simple fact that, you know, the more you know, you pummel, the more you pummel him, the stronger he gets.
Yeah,
and you know, definitely him being designed that way, but also discovering that's who he is. You know what I mean? Like, it's Alan plays, especially when you get to the end, Alan plays a major role in a lot of decision making that can go horribly wrong, but
because
definitely
Invincible comic wise has been around for almost 10 years now.
20.
Almost 10. 20 years already?
First one, the first,
No
like
way.
it started off in like the mid 2000s.
Mid 2000s. So it's 20 already. Wow. So
Yeah.
to
Getting
do
there.
that, I think we need at least 8 seasons, though. At least 7 or 8.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah,
lifespan of Mark.
yeah, it's a hell of, like, one of the, like I said, it's one of my favorite written stories of all time, and it's such a great read. Like, Nolan explains a lot about Invincible's powers in the first season, where it's not like Superman, where he's just playing, you know, as strong as he is ever going to be when he gets to Earth. He has to, like, Mark has to train, like, and the longer he's being invincible, the stronger he's going to get. And he wasn't trained growing up like he would have been, because he got his powers late. So his dad wasn't really training him to fight. He thought he was just going to have a regular human. He didn't think he was going to get his powers, so he didn't bother really, like, training him. But a combination of that, and yes, the more he gets his ass whooped, literally every time he heals, he's healing stronger. So every injury you've seen him on the show, that is, you know, stronger. So every time he gets his ass whooped on the show, that means that that person is that much stronger than, you know, his previous opponent was, to be able to hurt him that bad. So this episode had so much going on, because obviously the big story is Anissa, because of what many people who have read or have had stuff spoiled for them, a major, like, comic book arc / story moment in comics in general happens in this IP, if you will. And they introduced the character as part of that story in this episode. And there's some people who assume that it was supposed to happen in this episode, and no, this is where she's introduced. And if it does happen, it'll be down the line. It's 30 issues later in the comics, so it'll be down the line before they do that, if they do. But this introduces her to that story, and regardless of if they do that moment, the point is simple. Her introduction here is giving the Empire a taste of what happened with Nolan and what is happening with Mark, because, as Alan has said many times, it's almost unheard of for someone to defect from the Viltrumites. It almost never happens. They are very, very, very
territorial.
they were very, very on the same page. There's not, like, sympathetic, like, they're almost all of the same type of, you know, mind state. So to have someone be like, yeah, you know what, this whole domination thing ain't for me, like, that's unheard of to them. It also sets up, she explains, hey, I'm being nice. I whooped your ass, but I'm being nice. If he
I'm
shows
just
up,
holding back.
if he shows up, he ain't gonna be nice. And
No.
I'm not even gonna say who he's talking about. But the
Yeah.
next person to check up on Mark to see if he's doing what he's supposed to is one of the most popular fights and stories in the comic as well. And that fight is one of the most just violent,
one of the bloodiest fights you will ever see.
One of the most. There's a lot of people who are thinking, like, they could make the fight that is coming be like an entire episode. I would love if that's what they do, but there's so many big moments coming for the show, and then they set up Ancient Levy coming back, and that is another big story with a big moment coming. So there's 3 big, like, this comic has many holy shit moments that are like memes or very popular that people have wanted to see since the show started. So, like, I was telling people when season 1 came, like, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's so many big moments to come. Like, the end of season 1 was just like, that was just getting their feet wet. Like so much more to do.
And,
So there's
and
a whole bunch of shit coming.
the conversation we were having backstage about this, it just helped me realize there's just what we have already in animated video form of Invincible is just so minute, so small to the story itself that you just gotta wait. It just if you want to watch this and enjoy it, you gotta wait and let these people do their work, do their job.
Cook. Yeah. Don't go searching for this shit either. Don't go searching. If you haven't read the books, listen. I can direct y'all where to get the fuck. I got the omnibus. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get this shit. Like, you get this shit and you read the story. Because again, when I remember, bro, when they talked about this, you know, when Seth Rogen was like, yo, we're doing, you know, Invincible. I'm like, well, what do you mean Invincible? What you doing? Like, when I heard it, I'm like, well, what you mean? And then he started talking about, you know, it's a comic. We're going to make that into like an animated series. I'm like, well, and then he said we're doing it on Amazon. Okay. Because you can only get away with it if you're doing it on two places, Amazon and Netflix. You know what I mean? Or Hulu. You know what I mean? You can't do it on just like a regular network or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it has to be on in a place, and they're going all in on it. You know what I mean? There definitely are. Now the thing is, of course, they're going to make a lot of choices for animation, for especially when they're going to cut the story. They're going to trim certain things down for the sake of, you know, a lot of creative choices. But as long as it's closely related to source, it's good. You know what I mean? Is even, you know, them, you know, Adam Eve story, basically where she's going. And we already know, for those who read the book, you know what happens. You already know what's coming. And, you know, again, she's important. A lot of them are basically important. You know, Robot is definitely important, you know, to what's coming. So bro, again, like
the compendiums are $45 each.
I highly recommend, and each because there's 144 issues. They're split between those 3 compendiums. So you can read. So the whole story is done. It's finite. It's one of the things that's very exciting about this, because they're not adding shit to milk it so that way it's like, or they're not adding shit to keep it going. Like, you know, some anime have to like keep with the manga or not get too far ahead, or like with Walking Dead, you have a show where they don't plan to ever stop. So a lot of people are like, all right, how long are we going to see them running from these zombies? And they want an ending. You'll get an ending in here. It's going to be a certain amount of episodes, and then there's major stories with major events that are very controversial. That so far Robert Kirkman has said, you know, Amazon hasn't told me no to anything yet, which is incredibly refreshing.
Yeah,
right. And the paperbacks are getting printed. The paperbacks are getting reprinted.
Yeah.
And so if you want to do the go by the one by one, you can do that with Invincible. Because the new editions are are coming out.
The singles aren't too expensive. Like the singles aren't horrible.
It's like $15 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Right. Probably cheaper at your local comic book store. I'll probably see it when I go back to my local comic book store. I'm gonna check and see if he's got the compendium.
At least an omnibus, bro. At least an omnibus.
Yeah, get the omnibus. Well,
I prefer the compendium because the omnibus you have to buy so many more volumes to catch up.
Yeah.
Where the compendium, you just need the 3.
Do they do the omnibus like kind of like I'm more familiar in manga. So in manga, like the omnibus, will be like 3 volumes, like 19, 18, and 20 will all be put in one book.
Omnibus, the upside for the omnibus is you have more special features like art and stuff like
you have the art inserts, you have all the
perks, the little
artist
sketch
commentary,
art,
stuff like that.
It has more bells and whistles, but for actual like content, like because the compendiums are bare bones. It's just like, here's this block of issues, and then like I forget how many the first one goes to. Like I imagine like
so the compendium really feels like just like straight up just
it's like a reading. It's
no
just
filter,
like just going
straight.
It's like they put all the effort in there, and like here's do you want to read it? It's not really like a coffee table book like Omnibus is sometimes.
Right. Okay.
Because comic book wise, I have 0 to 23, I think, like issue wise. So I want to keep going after that. I know I love the story so far, like what they're showing on Amazon, but it's like the actual story, bro. Like, dude, I cannot wait. And we're gonna need at least 8 seasons for it to tell the whole thing, bro. They gotta tell that whole story out, man.
Yeah, they want to definitely have to flesh it out the right way, bro. Do it in a way that it kind of lends to stuff. But it's, again, we're getting some phenomenal shit, bro. Like, we are really, really, really getting some phenomenal shit. I love, like, definitely, bro. This episode, I love the exchange because, again, like, I like the simple fact that they're using the source material in such a way that even if you haven't read the books, it's easy to follow the actual story, but at the same time, it's just like it's out there. It's out there for basically you can go out there, you can actually read it. But I love like the way they're doing Alan is exactly the way Alan is in the books.
Yeah.
Like,
Alan is the most underrated character on
he's
show.
so fun. I think what's awesome about being a reader versus watching on the show this time is it's what a lot of us always kind of want. Like they just tweak it and kind of like shuffle the sequences sometimes, but I'm never watching this going, oh, they didn't do this. I wish they would have did that. It's just like, okay, they did this first or they did this later. Like for instance, the end of the very first episode where he takes on the Guardians, that fight wasn't until issue 12, but they were smart enough to realize they were smart enough to realize, if we put this at the end of episode 1, it'll grab you like we couldn't grab you if we waited.
I saw a clip on Twitter of that, and then that's what got me over there.
Because look what you can. I was like, what the fuck? They knew that they could say this, like, look, go watch Invincible. If you don't like it after the first episode, you won't like it. Think about how smart that was to put that at the end of that episode, and then boom, now like it's not one of those shows where it's like, oh, wait till season 2, it gets good. That's like, and you got to watch the whole season waiting for it to the big moment that everybody's talking about.
Burn. They said,
so they just go to sleep with the sequencing sometimes. And Ryan Otley was literally talking about that in this episode today, and what it was like when Kirkman first came to him about it, and he was saying. He's so proud of what he's seen on the show because Kirkman is right there with Rogan and everybody with the development of the episodes, and he's not trying to reinvent the wheel. He's just using it as a more polished draft to tweak some things that he kind of wish were a little tighter in the books and stuff like that. So it's not like we're watching this show knowing it's something totally different than what we got in the comics. So it's like
this is going to go down as one of the greatest adaptations.
Yes. Every week I'm watching it. It's like I've read the comics, but I'm watching the show. Like, all right, I can't wait to see how they do it. And then you literally can see many of the panels in the comics of what we just seen. Like she's flying through that sea monster in the comics. Like it's incredible.
Like, bro, to me, as adaptation wise, like I always held old school X-Men and Justice League on that arc. Like these are the best adaptations of comic to cartoon that I've ever seen, from book to cartoon I've ever seen.
Right.
This Invincible series, bro, is number 3 on that hierarchy, or that hierarchy, bro, because
they're just getting started, bro.
Dude, their adaptation from comic to cartoon has been so far from what I've read and what I know from the story flawless. So
I think
keep this up, bro. I think it's gonna be in that.
It's almost Dragon Ball Z like what they've done. Because
one of the cool things too is it's not so exciting just because it's violent or whatever. It's not the boys where it's just shock value. These characters are really, really great.
All of them are developed.
They're through and through. Like
every character in this and from the books and from the adaptation from the cartoon have been phenomenal. They all have their own problems, their own issues, their own stories, just like the freaking book. And that's all we ask for as fans and readers, to do us a service and keep doing it the same way.
Just adapt that first. Adapt the storyline first. I mean, it was successful enough for you guys to figure, we can make a TV show. Like adapt that first. And then when you've built up some good favor, then that's when you get like, all right, let's try some different things out. Maybe we can try this out. Right, we did some research and we found out you guys got in the forums and really didn't like that. So maybe let's try this out. Like That's
Yeah.
when you can do that. And that's never. And I don't think that gets lost in the discourse with a lot of things, not just in comics, but like that's when the good favor can be built up, and that's when people are like, yeah, go ahead. If you want to take some creative liberties, we've never said we don't want people taking creative liberties. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
I think what happens
how
here
you do it and when you do it.
I think what happens here is you have someone like Kirkman involved with this, and he's actually involved, as opposed to they just hired him so that way comic book fans would shut up. Like we've seen that a lot. Like they'll hire Jeff Loeb on a show just so that comic fans like, oh, okay, cool, they got in an actual comic writer, and then it's like clearly he was just like on the payroll, but they didn't listen to shit he had to say, and they just did what they wanted to.
You know what was close to that as well is the One Piece that we got in Netflix. I was big, because the live action to anime was like the track record, or live action to video game, whatever you want. Like the track record was trash, cheeks, booty, terrible. And we get to that with One Piece, and I've read,
which is something you would think would be hard to.
Yeah, I've watched countless episodes and movies, and I've watched games and stuff, so I know those characters to a certain degree. And when I saw them on Netflix, I was like, damn, they doing it. That first episode was almost the first three chapters of One Piece. All encapsulated very well into that one episode. Like,
well, shit, they had to do that because what they did to Cowboy Bebop was atrocious, bro.
Yeah, but Oda-san
was, bro.
The creator of One Piece was like, y'all ain't doing that shit. So he was on board, just like Kirkman is, right? He was on board, like, no, they're not fucking this up.
But, you would figure Cowboy Bebop would be easier.
Bro.
One Piece is a more complex story than Cowboy Bebop.
With a lot more bizarre, with way more bizarre character design.
Way more bizarre character design. You're out in the freaking ocean half the book. Bro, One Piece is like, Cowboy Bebop was like freaking Buck Rogers in Star Wars in one. How do you screw that up?
Like, it's just like it's supposed to be like, multiple misadventures of these people in space, and sometimes they don't ever get it right. I saw that from a mile away though. Ain't nobody was fucking with that.
Dude, I was like, wow, you can't. How can you? And One Piece comes out on Netflix and it's flawless. Like it did. Just flawless as far
people
as
like, yep, this is Luffy. Yep,
right, that's Luffy. Yep, right.
We'd love to see the TMNT, the Last Ronin animated. Great story, but will never be adapted to live action. That was
a bit
rough.
Story, bro.
Yeah, maybe I can see like somebody like Amazon. I think Amazon would take that again once they're maybe halfway through this Invincible, they're gonna be like, man, I kind of want another show like this. That might be the one to do it, and it would be a nice little short jump off point to whatever else, because that story is not as long as Invincible's.
Turtle fans would be in an uproar. The old school ones would be sad as
Not
hell.
not even just Last Ronin. Like if they did OG Turtles and just made it darker, did a version on Netflix of even a black and white, or just a darker Netflix. It wouldn't have to be like a big movie or something. They could just do a special, and then just keep, because there's 45 different versions of the Turtles anyway. Why not have an OG?
I'd like it in the anime style, like let the Japanese animators really get on that and turn that up.
What Hunter is saying here is true. I forgot about Spider-Man. That 90s Spider-Man,
the animated series you talking about?
Or the 90s
is a live action.
I think he means the animated one.
The animated one, the Madam Web and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When Madam Web was actually old.
Old, right. That version of Spider-Man was on that top tier too of comics to animation.
Yeah.
Right from the comic book to anime.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, that jump was awesome.
I ain't ever heard a single person talk out the side of their neck, fix their lips about that animated series. Not one fucking bit.
So what do you think? What do you think about the college years coming up?
That should have been out last year. I haven't even seen anything from that.
Now I'm just
still doing it.
Now, is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be CG like the MTV joint they did way back in the day? Do you remember that one?
I'm not. Yeah, I remember that, and I
not
liked
like
it,
that. Not
but
like
I don't
that.
think it will be that.
No.
Because I can't front. I didn't love that, but I liked it. I felt like that was,
Yeah.
at the
Well,
time I was like, all right, it was different.
Why do we keep putting Peter back in high school?
Yes, Chris.
College,
The
bro?
Vampire D, it's all Mount Rushmore for me.
Yeah, definitely. Vampire D is incredible,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, Vampire D is
Done right.
Mhm.
Definitely
Yeah.
done right. Definitely
Yeah.
done right.
Yeah.
Definitely done right. But yeah, good content, great animation that's on TV right now. Again, here's the thing. It's crazy how you look at this and you're like, okay, this is the blueprint of how it can be done. We're not asking live action. We're not asking you to be beat by beat, but at the same time, we're not asking you to oversaturate it with special effects and CGI, but we are asking you for a good story. And if they can do this from an animated standpoint in a half hour, how come you guys can't do it in whole 2 hours, almost 2 hour film, 2.5 hour? How come the translation just doesn't work?
Suits. Too many
Yeah.
chefs in the kitchen. There's so many more people involved with live action. So many more greed. So much more greed. So much bigger budget. So much more money to go around. If you got something like this, it's usually a small studio that are actually fans of the series or actually educated on the series, actually doing it as a labor of love. When it comes to live action, you have so many countless people involved who have no relation or care about the source material, and their motivation is to put their stamp on the product so that way they can justify their salary.
Bro, I wish there was a way that these writers, can just cut the suits out here quick. You suits do your jobs, make sure everybody gets paid, make sure everything gets promoted the right way, make sure you got commercials everywhere about the shows and movies. Stay out of the rooms that they're creating stuff in. Stay out of those rooms. Stop telling them not to read the source material. Stop trying to downplay or
I think they're be the wallet, bro. That's what you are. Be a wallet.
Checks.
Sit back. Shut the fuck up. And let these nerds write this shit because we understand what this shit is.
Don't worry if I write scripts. I write checks. Be like Diddy in this one instance.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In this one instance. Yeah, one instance.
One instance.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, like you get paid to pay these people. That's all you should be worrying about. Not trying to character design or giving your opinion on how powerful somebody should be. Stay out of the. Stop telling them not to read the comics.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You're making a comic book movie and telling them not to read the source material?
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that? That's so ass backwards. And you wonder why you've been tanking for the last 3 or 4 years.
Why everybody laughing at you?
Come on,
bro. Why you getting roasted by some dude on YouTube making a 15-minute video in his mama's basement, cooking your ass? All valid points, smoking your shit.
While you're telling your team to let AI write their scripts.
It's just like, bro.
Come on, dog.
Some of this stuff is like it's deserved. It's a deserved reaction to the effort that is put in, the care that's put in.
Yeah.
Like
it's
deservedly so. And we laughing at. Only thing we ain't laughing at in that Madam Web's movie was Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
The only thing we wasn't laughing at. We was doing something else. We wasn't laughing at her.
Yeah, I didn't even see that film yet, and I have no desire to see it. So
just I ain't see it either. I'm just saying in the overall ethos of just talking about the film.
Yeah,
it's probably on Tubi now. It's probably on Tubi.
Quick note, because like I said, I don't want to pass this up because again, it is definitely worth talking about right now, just in case a lot of people, if you haven't actually heard about it. Chance Perdermo, individual who basically played in of course Gen V, which is a spinoff of The Boys. It was an incredible it's an incredible show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. But again, product of a life going too soon, only 27 years old. He died yesterday of a motorcycle accident. And this was definitely announced. So again, yeah, it had so much promise. Yeah, it had so much promise ahead of
So
him.
young. It sucks
Extremely
to
young
hear
to
this.
to see somebody go. And right now, from the announcement that they definitely made today, was that they are going to the show's been pushed slightly until they get things right. It's not on hold, but it's been pushed a bit. So people can properly grieve, and I guess they're going to probably see if they can, I guess they're going to recast because it's an integral character.
The tough part is I think it's supposed to tie in with the boys, so it's not like it's
Yeah,
its own thing where they can just wait.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's really tough because this
There's a
kid, I mean,
schedule
like
they're on.
it felt, it's a tight schedule it affects the boys too, not just Gen V.
Yeah.
But man, like this was the whole show was incredible, and I felt like one of the best parts about the show is I felt like we got mainline introduced to a handful of breakout performances by
yeah.
these young actors. Like everyone
Even
on the show,
Schwarzenegger's kid is in this.
everyone on the show was just like, oh shit, like forget how good the writing is and the effects and the funness of what the boys world is like. Like these are some great these are some great performances, and it didn't really feel like a cheesy superhero show at all. It felt like this was a really grounded, and his performance on the show was just like, all right, this kid's gonna go on and make some movies.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
Yeah.
The chick who plays, I forget her name, but the chick who got small, like I was,
Yeah.
she was incredible. I was just thinking, like,
Yeah.
she's gonna be a star. She's
great.
gonna be a star. She's gonna
Yeah.
be a star.
She's definitely going to be a star because she was made for it. She was so captivating, and her personality in general
Yeah.
was phenomenal. She even put a tribute out today to him. So basically that entire cast is feeling that loss. They're basically feeling it. So again,
So sad, man.
yeah,
Damn.
really, really sad. Such a good, good chemistry and what we actually see here.
I love the storyline between him and his father.
Yeah.
And his father is trying to put all of this responsibility on him, right? Thrust him into the spotlight, and not actually maybe acquire things in life that he wasn't able to acquire during his.
He's living vicariously through him.
Yeah,
him to kind of carry on a legacy and not make the same mistakes that he made. So
and that scene where like he, he had found out all of the back dealings that were happening at the school and brought it to his dad. And then his dad didn't have that reaction that he was hoping for. It was just like,
it's just like turn a blind eye on it, act like the shit didn't happen.
His dad had to like telling the Clintons about the Epstein Island, and they were like, yeah, shut up.
Yeah, like
be quiet.
That would be, that's not the reaction you want to hear from your parent when you are uncovering some major shit.
Right.
Yeah, but definitely shout out to him. Rest in peace. Can't wait the show comes back on. Like I said, it's a lot of good. We talk about content that's out there, but he was definitely a real one. So rest in peace to him, and my condolences to his family and the entire cast, because they were all close, and you could tell that the chemistry with them, really meant a lot. So, definitely rest in peace, and hopefully they can pick up where they left off, and we'll really get us, really invested in it. So, anyway, yeah, man, great show tonight. It's been a phenomenal show. Definitely a lot to talk about, a lot to look forward to. Again, remember X-Men 97 this week. Another episode of The Boys. I mean, Invincible.
The finale.
Bad Batch. It's the finale this week. Is definitely Bad Batch. It's a 2-episode run of the Bad Batch this week.
The finale is this. So it's a 2-part finale of Bad Batch this week.
No. It's a finale of the Invincibles this week.
Oh, I'm about to say, damn, it scared me.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
but it is a 2-episode run of the Bad Batch this Wednesday, so there's gonna have 2 episodes back to back. Okay. So again,
always giving me stuff and then taking it away.
I'm just putting my predictions out there.
Your boy.
Ventress is taking Omega. She's going to end up going with Ventress.
Yeah, but your boy is an assassin. Don't try to overtalk that.
Who?
This.
I'm not willing to say that yet.
It's Tech.
I'll wait and see. I'm not gonna live in that line. I'm not gonna live in that space of speculation. I'll wait and see.
You're gonna be
I'll wait and
mad.
see.
Don't
Because
call.
if they
Don't
do
call.
that, bro,
Cuss
that's
me
gonna
Don't
out.
really
call.
undermine
Don't
his
call.
shit.
Dude, it's tech, bro. It's tech. It's tech
We'll
all
see.
day.
We'll see.
So when you call and cuss me out, I'll just be like I told you. Don't worry about it.
We'll see. Anyway, Vinny, what you got going on, bro?
I'm excited for all the stuff that you just mentioned coming out. We got Invincible finale. I can't wait for that. Bittersweet as it will be. New X-Men '97, and I've been enjoying Shogun too. That's been phenomenal. I think that'll be wrapping up within the next couple episodes too. And other than that, just catching up on some reading. I gotta get up on finishing the rest of the Ultimate lines, and I also have gonna probably post about it tomorrow. But I actually just completely went through my storefront, so every like a whole bunch of original
Oh
art
man.
is on there. I added original pieces and just tweaked everything. It's been a while since I updated the store, so check out vincentdunart.storevy.com and feel free to hit me up and grab some pieces. So I definitely just overhauled everything, and everything's a lot more organized and stuff on the site, so happy about that. And I got more pieces to tackle over the next few weeks before my next show in Philly in May. So I'll be focused on that.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Shout out if you haven't
Always
already.
a pleasure to be here. We'll be back here next week. Comic Talk with Friends on Monday.
Hell yeah. You already know. Vincent Dunn Art, Instagram, store link is there as well. So make sure you do that. What's going on, Jedi Pimp? What you got going on, brother? No Diddy.
Ready to read some books? No Diddy. I've been working on a couple of these customs I'm doing. These GI Joe classified pieces.
Oh, that's dope.
I did like 8 of these things, these Cobra trucks or whatever. I'm that's my last one. I gotta finish up.
Oh, Blazing Asian. Hold up real quick. I thought he said it was his birthday. I was about to say, my bad. He said made my day better. No Diddy.
No,
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I was about to say, but let's say happy birthday to him. Appreciate you, brother.
My dude, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I gotta get that.
Glad we was able to do a little something good tonight for you, my man.
Yeah,
that definitely brings us joy.
Got you a Heineken or something, but we're too far away, so it's all right.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Loving being here with you guys, man. Love the vibe, man. It's good to talk about comic books and movies and collecting. It's awesome. Like-minded people and cheeks. That's it.
Cheek-minded people.
Cheek-minded people. You already know. Cheek-minded people.
Wild sentence.
He said, once exclamation, he said, only just joined the stream. If it hasn't already been mentioned, it should also be noted that major African American comic artists. They talked about it earlier today, bro. Yeah, we talked about it up the top, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. It was definitely sad. Again, it's
check on your people and reach out if you need to talk, man.
Even mental health is a thing.
It's really important.
It is really
especially
thing.
In this comic book collectors zone that we live in. I know a lot of people are to themselves. They don't really like to express that or even go out and hang out with people. Don't really have too much of a social life. So if you know people like that, or you yourself are like that, reach out to those who you are close to. I know you have some sort of network, some sort of people you're close to. Reach out to them, because those people can be the very ones to ground you. Go ahead.
Not there are numbers too. Like, hey, there's numbers
exactly
for people who are maybe more well equipped to give you answer, because sometimes maybe your friends might not know how to handle what you got going on and don't know what to say. So never hesitate to call the number. That's what they're there for. So there's numbers and stuff for that, and those people, they're trained to try to kind of get you right back where your head's supposed to be at, because we all have value, and no one wants to see a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Don't be afraid of therapy. That's what it's
Don't be. And a lot of us have suffered through it, and we are still suffering through it. You know what I mean? So it's always good. Don't hold it in. Always talk about it. Talk about it to your loved ones. That's that space that they live in, and that's what they're there for. Talk to your friends, everybody. Like, it's definitely worth it.
A
phone call away, straight up. Straight up.
One phone call weighs a ton.
Straight up.
How much a phone call means.
Weighs a ton. One phone call saves a life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. So definitely always know you can reach out to me in my inbox. You know, you can reach out to me, basically DM me if you want to have a conversation, especially if you feel as though there's a loss and you know you're not being recognized. Always have a place to talk. Definitely always here, man. So, you know, shout out, you know, to everybody who's definitely been here and been a part of it, you know what I mean, for the longest time. Huberticus, what you got going down, brother?
First and foremost, always a pleasure to be on here with my brothers on the panel. So always a pleasure.
Indeed.
Tonight was fun. I'm hoping everyone out in the chat had some fun with us, you know, us knuckleheads talking and you know yapping it up, of course.
Yeah.
And where you can catch me, obviously you can catch me over on Instagram and on Facebook. I just started a new Facebook page where everything that I do will go there as well. So if you're for the more Facebook inclined folks, I'm over there now. And of course, so we have Mondays, and then of course we'll be back at it for Say What Wednesday. And then also Friday is the first day of our Spring Fever Flex.
Spring Fever Flex. You already know what's going down. So we're gonna see 1,800 of Jedi Pimps photos in there first day. So just to put that out there. And then he gonna follow up by saying, "Sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that, man."
It's gonna be. He's like, could be more pics, man. Could be more pics than recovered from Diddy's house.
Put these pics up, man. Yo, he gonna be saying it while he's doing this. Sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to put these pics up, man. Let me just put them. Sorry about that, man.
I thought I saw him put up.
Sorry about that, man. I ain't put this one up. Sorry about this one right here. Sorry about that, man. Damn.
Here you go. And here's another one.
Sorry about that, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
There you go. Slide your little something. Slide your little something right quick.
Yeah, let me just slide you a little something.
Just slide your little something light. Something light.
How you doing at the club? Came to skip line.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Thank you for that, man. But yeah, man, thank you for being here, bro. Also, thanks everybody out there. What we got going on? Yeah, Say What Wednesday, of course. Got a video I'm gonna be dropping probably tonight. It's just like a little short. It's not even a video. It's just actually a clip of what I've actually done with my Spider-Man display. I finally got my you'll see it in a minute. So definitely I finally got all of them up in a nice little display the way I seen it in my head. I was able to interpret it slightly. I'm still working on it, but I'm gonna actually put a video up tonight. Yeah, bro. Wait till you see it, bro. Wait till you see it. It looks nice, bro. I gotta get Vinny over here to take a look at the basement. He ain't seen the basement yet. So I gotta definitely get him over here to take a look.
No Diddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no Diddy, bro. No Diddy. Yeah,
you obligatory no Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Renz got you. Yeah, I remember this.
Said,
you got a hashtag.
Yeah, you doing the you know what I mean?
Yo, why did we forget about that tonight? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Circulating all day. Hashtag you know what I mean? It's out there, bro. Definitely it's out there. We out here. Yes, I am doing the you know what I mean reels. Definitely.
Shout out to the 1/6 Scale Man fans who appreciate Leo's adherence to making sure you understood what he meant.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
Dedicated.
He's dedicated to making sure you understand exactly where he's coming from. You know what I mean? So come in this summer at some point. You know what I mean? Show on whatever night. You know what I mean? That Leo isn't already doing a show. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, you gotta go with that left. Right, left, right. That jacket is tight, son. Left, right.
Nah, me.
Take a shot.
That's the 8 ball.
Ill Yankee team, you know what I mean?
Hey, all right, Leo. We might have another shirt design cooking up right now.
Oh yeah.
You know you watch it right now. You almost made it through the whole show.
Yeah, right? Didn't say you know what I mean? He probably watching like these motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers. Hold up. Wait a minute. Leo, come watch. Right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Whose crib is it at?
Vic's doing it.
It was at Vic's crib.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is
WrestleMania? Where
bro?
WrestleMania?
Vic's close to me. Vic's on right off around the corner from Elmerton.
Oh, okay.
What's
So he's
the
close.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah.
You talk about
Saturday and
WrestleMania.
Sunday, right? They
Yeah,
split
it's
it
2
up.
nights.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, 2 nights. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 nights.
So the big event's going to be on Sunday. The
Well,
biggest.
but no. Well,
both of them are going to be.
Yeah, depending
Split
on your
event.
perspective, but it's 2 night shows, so like they split up
Is the Rock wrestling this year or no?
he's wrestling on. I think he's wrestling on Saturday and Sunday.
He's fighting Cody and somebody.
I think he's wrestling. He's definitely wrestling on Saturday. There's a tag match on. There's a tag match on Saturday with The Rock, and then I think on Sunday, it's Roman versus Cody. I think. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Roman Reigns is fighting Cody.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, it's a tag match with The Rock and Cody and Seth Rollins and Rock and Roman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ain't gonna let Roman lose that one.
Nah.
Well, he's only a few hundred days from Hogan's reign, and I think they want him to beat that before he drops it. That's my opinion, though. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because he's had the belt for like years.
Fucking tribal chief, god damn it.
We need to throw Cone back in there.
I'm sorry, our tribal chief. Don't beat my ass, Roman, please.
Next show, everyone does a shot every time.
That's what I said. Do a shot. It's the shot challenge.
I got the liquor. I gotta get it.
Nah, man, bro.
That would be you would
y'all
be
y'all gonna be a lot of drunk motherfuckers then.
Yeah.
I hope y'all ready.
Y'all would be leaning out there, Clinton. I don't know if you want to do that.
You're gonna be on a deadly lean if you do that shit, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Wake up at Diddy's house.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, bro.
No Diddy, bro. That's crazy.
Damn. Bro, Meek is getting dragged. Bro, even Nicki Minaj was like, yo, I kissed this motherfucker.
Right.
And she was getting on him about that life too. When they was dating, bro.
No, you know
it's because he handled that shit the worst way you possibly could.
See, it was at one party in the Hamptons last summer. They was all hugging on each other. I knew it. It was zesty than a motherfucker up in that. I knew some shit was going on.
He's not saying a word, dog.
No, it's because what he said when he first got. I mean, like that. He did it the.
What did he say?
When the first allegations first came out that he was one of Diddy's lovers, like he went to Twitter like, "Oh yeah, but I love pussy so much. I love it. It's the best. It's the most greatest thing. I would even run red lights. It's like it's my favorite thing. Yo, that's the who would say
that, bro? If you weren't guilty, you wouldn't say nothing. Just let people speculate.
Hit dogs holler. Hit dogs holler.
Real guilty. So like he went on a whole tirade about how heterosexual he is, and that's exactly what,
bro. Just don't say nothing.
Nah, my dude, you got your booty tickled. It's all right.
Just don't say nothing.
I hope Philly forgive me for what I did with Diddy. I'm still the king of Philly. What?
Andrew Schultz made fun of that shit.
What? Yeah, go check that clip out. Yep.
Dude.
Yeah. Bro, there's mad clips. Mad clips about that shit. So
they got a clip of. Then they had a clip last week of Meek Mill hopping around a tennis court like a bunny rabbit.
A millionaire. He lost a bet to a millionaire. He's like a damn kuno.
Bro, they got him jumping around.
Yo, I know Jay-Z's like, yo, I got you out, bro. Right. I got you out, bro. I helped you out.
No, he got him out a little too late because my wife. Remember, I was telling you, my wife here. He was wearing a little bow tie with the shoestrings. That was Mikio.
Damn.
I cannot believe that this cat is. I mean, he's just sold all his just gone. He's just gone. But come on, bro.
Look at him jumping and shit.
Cornerific.
No, man, what are you doing?
Bro, what is he doing, bro?
He lost a bet in a tennis match, and this is the.
Yes, Mouth. I'm so happy to jump for you, Mouth.
Where was that at?
That was some country club. It's with some Jewish guys.
Right for you, boss.
Right.
Nah. If I lose a bet, let me just pay you.
I'm not gonna make a bet where that's what happens if I lose. I'm not making that bet.
Yeah, nah.
And they gonna record that? Nah, man.
Come back to the bricks.
I'm a rapper.
You this tough gangster.
Nah,
yeah,
my street cred is basically most all I got.
You can't go
anyway.
Acting like that, bro.
Yeah, they gonna pull that, but anyway. Anyway, thanks everybody for being out here, man. I mean, again, another successful run. Hope
Wet
you
dreams
guys,
and nightmares.
yeah, man. Hope you guys have a nice evening. Until next week, we will see you back again. Go to your local brick and mortar, support them comics, get all the source material that you need. We will be back for, and this is the dope part, that we get to come back and talk about X-Men 97 next week. We get to talk about Invincibles. Yes, next week we're going to slide some Bad Batch in there too, bro. I think we have to. Like you've been asking for, Jedi. We're going to do that. So we're going to slide that in there too. So definitely a lot to talk about. And notice we didn't talk about one thing in the cinematic universe. It's what it was. That's what it is. Hold up. Shout out to Kong.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Godzilla vs. Kong.
Godzilla vs.
All right, cool. We'll talk about it next week then.
We'll talk about next week. I haven't seen it yet either, but I'm just saying, shout out to the simple fact that they are making money off of this.
Making money.
So they are killing
Really,
it.
though.
It's dope that the franchise is alive and doing so well.
Yeah.
And we'll speak on our thoughts on it, next week.
The only thing
definitely.
I've heard that people have seen it is excellent. And they said that Godzilla still gives no F's about King Kong in the beginning.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He gives no F's about King Kong.
No.
Yeah. We said no. He said no. No. You see, Vinny was like, no.
Nah, I mean, at least they keep it real. Like,
I'm gonna see it, Aaron. I'm gonna go see it, bro. I'm gonna see it because everybody's raving about it. It's damn. The critics gave it one thing, but the crowd gave it like a 90%. Like they loved it. So anyway. Yeah, he said bring back midnight music. We will, man. We gonna do it. It's just gonna take a minute, man, but we'll definitely bring it back. But anyway, until next week, man. Deuces. We'll talk to you later on. Peace. Mortar. Let's go.